Hi, everybody. Pastor Jason back with you once again for another Wednesday reflection. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day, a time for our country to come together, giving thanks for all the things God has given to each of us during this year. Now, 2020 has been unkind in many and various ways, and you might be thinking, Pastor Jason, I just don't have that much to be thankful for this year. But I think if we would take a step back, think for a few moments or for a few minutes, we can still find things to be thankful for, even in this difficult and challenging year. I know for myself, first and foremost, I'm thankful that God is still with us. He's still on the throne. Our Lord is still the Lord of the church, and I have full forgiveness of sins and full salvation from sins because of what Jesus has done. That hasn't changed even in this difficult year. I'm thankful for my family, my wife and kids, my soon-to-be grandchild. A lot to be thankful for in my family and my community. I'm blessed to have a wonderful church to serve and people who, like you see behind me, have donated many items. You can't see everything in the picture, all the things that we have around this altar. People bringing canned goods and a variety of things, thankful to God for the abundance they have, bringing it to our congregation, into our church sanctuary, so that these might be put together, bouquets, so to speak, of love, so that people who might be struggling a lot this Thanksgiving and into this Advent season of December have opportunities to receive gifts from this congregation, gifts of love, so that if they're feeling challenged and struggling with finances and providing for their families, they know that there are people who care for them, who love them, and are thankful for them, and are happy, willing, and able to provide at least something, some food, so that they might be less troubled this time of year. When I think of Thanksgiving, I jump right away to Philippians chapter 4. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say it, rejoice. Even in a difficult and challenging year, we indeed have much to rejoice in. Our great God who is still with us and provides for us his word, his comfort, his peace. I'm thankful for you, for all of you who have listened many times, maybe just once, to these messages. I pray they have been of some encouragement and comfort. Know that I'm praying for you, and I pray that maybe a little wisdom as well has been brought forth to you in understanding a little more deeply about our great God and his plan for you in Jesus. Indeed, it's been a joy to do that, and that's why I think of that verse from Philippians 4, to rejoice always. Because even in the midst of the trials and the tribulations and the temptations and the difficulties and the struggles, even in the midst of some of those good things that have happened as well, our God is still with us. Emmanuel is coming, God with us. He's with us now, of course, as we know as well. And so I wish you this day, as you prepare for tomorrow, a happy Thanksgiving. I know for most of you it's going to be very different than what you're accustomed to. I had a member just come in earlier this week who said that they're going to have a Zoom Thanksgiving dinner. They're all in their own homes. They're going to provide meals for themselves, and then they're going to get on Zoom, and they're going to eat together and watch each other and share with each other as best as they can, like they are truly in the same room. Of course, we know it's not the same. But what a great idea. Maybe that's something for you to think about as well, if you're not going to be able to gather with your family like you're accustomed to. God gives us resources in many different ways to gather together and to rejoice together as his people, whether it be a people of God in a congregation or the people of God, parents to children, to grandparents, to grandchildren, whatever it might be. And so I wish you a happy Thanksgiving as we approach Thanksgiving Day. I pray you take a step back in the midst of all the stuff that's been going on and realize God is still with you. He still loves you more than you could ever imagine, and that he has given us his son Jesus, so that even in the difficulties of this world, we have someone to turn to, someone to trust in, someone to believe in, knowing that someday we will see him face to face in all his glory. What a Thanksgiving Day that will be. Until then, I pray that the light of Christ continues to burn brightly in you, and that as we show ways of thanksgiving to others, whether it be canned goods or maybe it's a phone call to someone to tell them happy Thanksgiving, to tell them that you're praying for them and thinking of them, whatever it might be. I pray that God will be with you in the midst of that, because that's what he promises to do and to be. I know this Thanksgiving is going to be different, but I pray you a blessed and happy Thanksgiving anyway. I pray you make the most of it with the opportunities that you have. Indeed, rejoice, give thanks, sing and praise his name, for he is our God, and he will always love you. Have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving, and may his peace and comfort and encouragement be with you today and always.